Hi YouTube, this is Ariel and I will be doing part 2, which is sound, like for my passion for sound. So I'll go in, I think this is what a subject that I really like to talk about because that's what that I've always known to have for quite a few years. So first of all, what is sound? Sound is basically a lot of, well, it's very debatable, I think. It's like basically I'll explain what I like about sound. Well, for me, sound is something that you can play around with. You can experience different like codecs because it has a relation with codecs, and you can buy different equipments for that. You can buy cheap equipments or high end equipments like 30 grand or more. So there's a huge variety of equipments. If it's related to speakers, receivers, subwoofers, TVs, also, which has a significant amount of impact on the quality that you'll be purchasing. But basically, I am a Blu-ray collector, and I probably a lot of people are. Some aren't, some are. But what I think is really cool about it is that you have when you buy a Blu-ray, there's a lot of movies that offer lossless audio, which actually means, to what I understand it, as in a simpler term as possible. Lossless audio means that you have a lot of codecs that are lossless. The only ones that I know is Dolby True HD, Dolby Atmos, DTS HD Master Audio, and DTS High Res Audio, I think. I'm not sure. And those are the ones that I know of as of currently. And the lossy audio, which actually means you still get audio, but you don't get the full audio effect of what the creator intended to record. So I know one of the codecs, which is Dolby Digital or Dolby Digital Plus, DTS Surround, or DTS 5.1. So these are all lossy codecs. I know there's a lot more of them for movies or music, but these are the ones that I know currently, and I don't want to cite all of them because there is too many of them. So basically, a few years back, I've decided to. I didn't know what a Blu-ray was for some reason, but now I do know what it is. And from a few years back, I've started buying a lot of Blu-rays, a lot of movies and TV shows, but mostly movies and TV shows. And basically, from I think 2016, I think, or something like that, I probably have maybe 100 or more Blu-rays, or maybe 50. I'm not sure how many I have, but I probably have maybe 70 of them or something like that. I know some other people has many more than I have, but it's not really the point of this video. It's to actually explain why I have this passion or obsession for sound. Well, generally, Blu-ray movies, or 1080p Blu-rays, and 4K Blu-ray movies have lossless audio, and some unfortunately have lossy audio also. But it doesn't really matter for me as long as I can buy it, as long as if I'm willing to keep it for quite a while and to either do like a movie night to watch a lot of movies in one night. That's always about something that I've always wanted to do. And as of I understand, for lossless audio, the only way to get the best possible sound, well, obviously you need a good speaker equipment. Some people have bookshelf speakers, which I have. Some people have floor standing speakers, which are more expensive. But if you're willing to make the money to invest in it, it's always a good investment. And you need premium cables. I know there's AudioQuest that sells it. There's other brands that sells it. But as long as you do your own research and you understand what they are and what are the risks, then you're good to go. And I think I am a guy who always, for some reason, does well, actually likes to do a lot of research about that, for premium cables, for the best HDMI cables, for any like best equipment. Like I have a Miraz 5011, which is a great receiver to my experience. I know there's better ones out there, but this one is pretty much it's a great receiver because it has all the lossless codecs, and not all of them, but a lot of them. It has Dolby True HD, DTS Master Audio, Dolby Digital Plus, DTS Audio, Dolby Audio, and many more. And it has DTS-X and Dolby. I don't. It doesn't have Dolby. It has Dolby Atmos, but it needs. You need the right equipment. You need at least a 9.2 channel surround sound system, which actually relates to 4 speakers on the top. So that is what I'm most passionate about, and also for Blu-rays, especially Blu-rays. When you buy a Blu-ray, there's a lot of Blu-rays that offer special features, which is really fun to watch because it actually, there's some movies that don't offer all the full features of the movie, how it was made and all that stuff, but I know a lot of my movies that I have has those special features that you can use or that you can watch in order to actually understand how the movie was made. And that's really interesting to know because it takes a long time to make a movie, and sometimes we don't really care of how the movie was made. We just want to watch it and just forget about it, or just to to make your pre-owned assumptions of what how the movie was, how the critic was, how the acting was, and all that. But it's always fun to understand how it was made because it makes you think of how much hours they spent on making, let's say, one single frame, or how many years it took to make one entire movie with all the correction that they need to make and all that stuff. So I think that's really something interesting to watch, especially Titanic. Titanic is a great movie for people who like Titanic, and I've actually watched there's a documentary with the I think it's James Cameron, his name. But anyhow, it's like the main producer. I think it's a great movie, and he did the documentary, and how he actually brought eight historians regarding this, and it's really mind blowing how the movie was made and how he is committed to making like how long it took him to make new discoveries of the Titanic and how much time he has made for his research. So I'm really pleased of the documentary that was included in the movie called The Titanic. It's probably one of the longest that I've known. Maybe there is longer movies than The Titanic, but it's a really great movie. And my part three that I'll be reviewing is actually I'll be doing a movie review about the movie Heat with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. So I wish, so I hope this video makes sense to you. If you have any questions, you can always leave the comments. If I'm missing anything or any subject or anything else, please let me know, and I will be reviewing part three, or I'll be doing actually part three on the movie that is called Heat, which I think is one of a fantastic movie. Well, it's like basically it's one of the greatest movies that I have seen besides the other movies that I have seen, but this one is probably one of my top 5 movies in regards to Blu-ray collections. So thanks again. I will see you in part 3. Thanks. Bye.